Hello, year ones, and welcome to your free flow activity for today. So today it's going to be the game Bingo. Now, if you've ever played this game, you know that it's lots of fun, and sometimes we've done this in maths at school. So this is a game that you can play with your whole family, or you could just play with one person or two people. So it's really fun, but there's also some maths in it. So let's get started. So what you first need, all you need is a piece of paper. It can be scrap paper, it can be line paper. And what you need to do is you need to cut it up into 20 pieces. Now, if you don't have scissors, you can just rip it up. So it doesn't matter, okay? So I am just going to cut it up. Now I'm going to cut maybe 5 strips. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut them into little squares, okay? So here, I'm just going to cut it like that. See, just cut it into squares. And then what you need to do is once you've cut them all up, so then you're going to just end up with a bunch of squares. Then you need to write the numbers 1 to 20 on these cards. So you do one number on each. So I'm going to do a 1. Okay, I'm going to do a 1. And then on the next card, I do a 2. And then on the next card, I do a 3. So you do all. Then I'm doing a 4. And I'm going to do a 5. So I'm going to keep writing on all of these papers until I've written up to the number 20. Now, once I've done that, then once I've written up 13, and now I'm on 14, so I'm going to put them all into a bowl. So once you've written all your numbers, then you can put them all into the bowl, and my last number is 20. So then I have a bowl full of all the numbers from 1 until 20. So you can see all the numbers are in this bowl. So now what you are going to do is you are then going to take some other paper. So you remember you can use a whiteboard, a pen, or just some plain paper or lined paper, it doesn't matter, or scrap paper or colored paper. And we're going to make a bingo board. Now, this is the part where you need to make sure that you listen, okay? So we are going to put 9 squares on our bingo board. So here's my board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 lines down, and then I'm going to draw 2 lines across. And that has given me 9 squares, okay? So you're going to draw that on your paper. So if you're playing with your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, whoever you're playing with, everybody needs to put 9 squares on their piece of paper. And then what you need to do is you need to think of the numbers between 1 and 20, and you have to write them in your squares. But you could only pick 9 numbers, but they can be any number between 1 and 20. So let me show you. So this is my board. So I'm going to put 3, 5, 10, 12. I'm going to put a 20, put a 16. I'm going to put a 4. I'll put 13, and I'll put 19. So those are the numbers I'm putting on my bingo board. And then whoever I'm playing with, my mom or dad, whoever, they're going to put numbers on their bingo board. But remember, the numbers all have to be different. So I'm not looking at what they're putting. I'm going to put the numbers that I want to put. And then how you play it, there's 2 different ways you can play it. So you take turns picking a number out of the bowl. So it's my turn. So I've picked a number out of the bowl. One way you can play it is you can just say the number. So the number is the number 4. So I have the number 4. So if you have that number on your board, I do, then I can cross it out, okay? Now, another way you can play it is if you have your number. So instead of just telling the people, oh, I've got the number 4, what you could do is you could look at it and be like, okay, my number is 2 plus 2. And then everyone else has to try and think 4. And then they get to cross it out, but only if they have it. And then that goes down on the table. And then the next person is going to pick a number out without looking. Trying to get one. Okay. So now it's my turn. So I have got the number 5, take away 2. What is 5 take away 2? Well done if you said 3. Yes, so my number is 3. So let me look on my board. Oh, and I have a 3, don't I? Now, if you don't have a 3, that's okay. And how you play is you keep going back and forth. Everyone gets a turn to pick a card out of the bowl. And then the first person to have all their numbers, the first person to get all their numbers crossed out, so all 9, shouts out, bingo! And then they are the winner. Now, the great thing about this game is you have your bowl of numbers. So once you've played it once, you can just play it again. So if you're using a whiteboard, then you can just rub it out. And then you can write new numbers. Or if you're using paper, you can just turn the paper over. So let's go through how to do our board again, just so that you can. So I've got a piece of paper. Remember, it could be in a book, it could be anything. So I do 2 lines down, 2 lines across. And then what numbers do I put in? Any number from 1 to 20. And then you can play the game again. Now it's lots and lots of fun. And you don't always have to do math questions. So when I was playing this with my son, I got the number 4. And I said, oh, okay, the number that I have is the age of Ryder. And Ryder said, oh, I know, I'm 4. So he knew that my number was 4. Or you could do something like if you pick the number 2, you could say, oh, my number is how many eyes I have. 1, 2, 2. Or if you pick the number 10, you could say how many fingers I have. So you can play this game and it's lots of fun. I've played it with my family in the evenings, kind of before bed, or during the day. So it's fun to play with bingo. You can remember, just make your bingo board, fill in the numbers from 1 to 20, and then don't forget to make your bowl so that you can pull them out. Okay, I hope you enjoy playing family bingo. I sure do, and have a great day. Bye.